Okay, it is July 18th, 2018. We're out on a lease off of 673. Tank 7306. Ground completely around the unit's wet and saturated. Valve is wet and completely dripping. Ground is saturated entirely around it, including the base of the tank. The containment berm that's around this facility is broke in the back area and in the front, and is not sufficient to contain both these tanks. Look at all the spill. This is all the way through the front. The oil on the ground. This thing is, while we speak, dripping, wet. You can see it actually coming, seeping through the valve. Vegetation dead all the way around. Coming around the back of the tank, same thing. Groundwater, shimmering rainbow, full of oil. This is their berm. Broke all the way around. Look how low it is. Look at the ground behind the second tank. You can see the line. You can see the film that's on the top. You can see the film. This is what's on the ground. We have 2 wells on this property, water wells. And we don't believe they're viable or safe to drink. These tanks have been leaking for quite some time. Operated through, well, Mr. Bellows and George West was the original leaseholder since 1986. Now transferred over to Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez. This is the lease contract that we're in dispute for abandonment. This valve is also closed, not leaking at the present time. Vegetation says something different. You see the dead grass all the way around it, all the way through the front. Same thing, water all around it. Containment wall. This is their containment wall. This side, the front of the containment wall is completely down. Completely. This is what's sitting stagnant inside that containment wall towards the end. I really don't know what's the purpose of the PVC pipes. I don't know what they were doing here. I hope that's not what they were using as a relief valve or a drain for here. This is a board that they have set up coming to, I don't know what this is, a secondary spillover containment or maybe a skimmer of some sort. Open. Dripping waste content inside the whole facility here. All the way around. Open. No nettings. Not covered at all. This is the backside. You can see it floating on the top. How tall it has came up. How long has this been sitting here saturating into the ground? Let's take a look at this pump jack on the other side of my truck. Pump jack's in motion right now. It is working. Vegetation, dead vegetation, run off. Look where it's running off from. Look at this unit. Look at that. Once again, this lease has been in operation since 1986. We're in a dispute right now with the lease owners. We're the landowners. We've been trying to get them off this property. They have not complied with any kind of orders as to what's going on out here. Buckets with residuals. That whole valve, the whole top head of that setup there is wet, leaking from just about every valve. At some point recently, it looks like somebody did do some kind of patchwork. As well as up the hill here, we got another section here. Might have been a separator at one time. But this as well is leaking, dead vegetation at the end, where it's constantly wet. As you can see, dripping. No valve handle, you can't close that. It's open, been open. This is semi-recent. Just telling by the tape that's on the fittings that they've came out here and tried to do a little bit of patchwork or maintenance at some point. Once again, this is July 18th, 2018. This is the lease. We're off County Road 673 in B County. Thank you.